Do you want to get into airsoft without breaking the bank?
Well, here you go.
We are live in 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, 1 3/4, 1.
You've fudged it.
I've messed it up, but we're still
fudged the
going,
bucket.
so it doesn't matter.
We go on these.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the
Hey.
Port City Podcast.
You know what it is.
Coming to you live from this place.
The place.
The place where magic happens.
Yeah.
You might think we're in Disney World, but we're not.
No.
This is where this is literally where we are in Wizards of the Coast manufacturing facility.
Yeah.
Where they make Magic the Gathering.
Don't tell them we're in like a basement.
Yeah. We're in the back rooms.
They don't know we're here. So, what are we doing today?
So today we're kind of diving a little deeper into the whole airsoft on a budget, right? We've talked some about budget airsoft AEGs. We've talked some about kind of what you need to get your kit going. But today we have a specific list, and we'll have all the links that we talk about listed in the description below. What specific items you should look for in order to get yourself into airsoft completely ready for your first day, right? And obviously, you can always go the route of asking a friend to let you come play and borrow gear, all that stuff. But if this is like, okay, I'm ready to get into airsoft. I know that I like it. I'm ready to buy. These are our recommended low, like cheapest, we would say you can go without it kind of teetering off in quality. This is your, I guess, like cheapest while still being well performing equipment.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
It does. Because
there is a certain price point where you're
you
just
don't want
wasting money on trash.
You don't like .12 BBs. Like that's a waste of money.
This is you're gonna get out there with this, and you're gonna it's not gonna be that expensive, and you're gonna be able to keep up with everyone else.
Absolutely. Let's start with the first thing, man. I mean, the most important thing, other than I think the blaster, is the face protection, right? So what we've got on here is a couple of options as far as face protection goes. We have a full face mask, you have, I guess. Did we put that?
No, it's technically not a full face mask. You're talking about the one Ben uses?
So I think I'm talking about like just as far as your options go. I thought we had a different one on here, but
this is the 2-piece.
Okay, gotcha.
That we had looked at.
Yeah. So and I guess this kind of applies. You have two different options as far as face protection goes. You've got your full like paintball mask kind of thing here, which this is one that we use. We typically will loan out to people that don't have face protection.
Yeah.
And it does all right. But then you've also got your lower and goggles separate, setup. So we just thinking about as far as practical goes, right? Like you could spend $30 or so on a all-in-one.
You're probably looking at 45.
Yeah.
At your minimum on a
ANSI rated
an ANSI rated paintball mask that won't fog immediately.
Right. So
it'll still fog over time,
but you have to consider the cons, right? Like you're not going to get that cheek weld, the fogging might be an issue if you're having to deal with sweat and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we thought about, okay, well, what's a better option,
right? The
right?
other thing, too, is with those masks, it kind of prevents you from looking down. Yeah. So if you're especially not adept with your reloads and pulling stuff out of your gear, you're going to be difficult. Not able to fully see what's happening down here. Whereas with a 2-piece mask, you can, you don't have any issues with yours, right? You can see everything.
You can kind of look down and see what's going on,
Yeah.
So we kind of thought about some other options. What we've seen a lot of people running is this, it's a full head thing. It just doesn't have the goggles. But the entire mask is some type of like nylon, like fabric.
Yeah, it's like a nylon balaclava.
Yeah.
But they add.
But the middle section around the nose and the mouth
Yeah.
is like the typical mesh, like you would see in a lower, like a mesh lower.
But it's only
right
over
here in
the
the
nose
center.
and mouth.
So when you think about bringing your rifle up, your cheek is still pretty much making contact with the blaster. So you're really there's not much getting in the way. But then if you get shot right in the important spots, right, like it's not gonna do much damage, because even if it was just the standard, like if it was the cloth all the way across, if you get shot in the mouth, there's still a chance that that's gonna break your tooth.
Yeah, there's
which
a
is
very high chance.
Very high chance. It happens all the time that people get their teeth shot out if they're not wearing lowers. You know, I mean, I like, my fear is I'll be talking to somebody and my big mouth would just be wide open and I'll get shot right down the throat.
Back of the throat.
Dude,
Yeah.
I could not imagine the pain of getting shot in the uvula with a BB. Yeah. Oh man, like a 3-2. Oh,
you're throwing up instantly.
Yeah, instantly, just.
And then there's blood.
And I'm so sorry for anyone who has a gag reflex. Yeah, it's horrible. So that does really well. There's other options as far as something like this goes. But this is one, it's very affordable. We have all the links for this stuff that we'll have in the description. It's very affordable. It's only like 20 something, $22.
Like $22, $23 depending on which one you get. They come in multiple different colors.
Mm-hmm.
One Tigris is a great brand. That's what we have pulled up specifically.
Yep.
We love their stuff, and it really is a great option.
And we see a lot of people
budget
running this
friendly
now.
Side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Shay runs this, and I asked him, and he said he loves it. He doesn't think he'll ever need anything else other than this.
There's a few airsofters that run it, and that's kind of why we're recommending this one in particular, because we know people that use it. We don't really want to recommend anything that we don't actually know works.
Yeah, like we haven't used it personally, but our crew, we have members in our group that use it like religiously.
Yeah. So to pair with that, we have the goggles as well. For this, at most it needs to be ANSI rated, right? So as long as it's as long as you've got that guarantee, then you're good. It doesn't really, you don't have to spend, like, obviously fog is a thing, but it's something for everyone. So
we're talking about just getting into
it, right? Yeah. So Valken Airsoft makes, I mean, pretty much anything that Valken makes in their airsoft line is going to be ANSI rated, right? Like that's the benefit of buying
these actually
from a brand.
exceed the minimum requirement for airsoft stuff, so they're a little bit more durable. These ones in particular are the full goggles. They're not the low profile ones, but I personally prefer those more. I feel like they fit with a mesh mask much better. Yeah. You have room for in the future adding an X fog unit for your fog issues. Absolutely. And the Valken ones come with a neat little carrying case. They come with a clear yellow, or I guess amber is what they call it, and tinted lenses that are interchangeable.
That yellow's nice, dude.
I love the amber stuff. And then as well as a prescription lens insert. So it's a rubber ring, basically, system that you can put prescription lenses in. That's very cool. Mount inside, so you can wear just the goggles without having to wear your glasses.
So mindful, so courteous.
And these come in at like $25. So you're looking at, for the whole setup, like just under 50. Yeah. So it's a great option.
And you're a bit better off than you would be, right? So like we said earlier, that the combo, or the all-in-one
paintball,
anywhere from like 40 to 50, sometimes 60. You know, if you go more expensive, then you can get up towards like $100, but like something like this runs around like $45. For $5-ish more, if that, you're getting a more, I guess, advantageous, a more
it's a lot more maneuverable. Yeah. And you're gonna get like you're gonna
potentially better results.
It's more versatile.
Yes, we'll say
you
that.
can do more with it.
Yeah,
and it's very comfortable.
absolutely. But that it is very important to get that right. So we're making sure that's
a requirement.
very well taken.
You're not going to go onto the
Absolutely.
field without iPro and Face Pro.
Any of the rest of this stuff, you can even go onto the field without a blaster. Theoretically, you can do that. You can just go on there with a melee weapon that you make or whatever. Like if you want to do that, but in order to do that, you have to
walk on the field. You have to have
eye and mouth protection. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Next up.
Yeah.
Dude.
Up next, we're talking about vests. We've got several options on here because we know a lot of people like different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go over the full vest system, a plate carrier, a chest rig, and then also an AK rig for anyone who is wanting to run AK mags. If you're trying to get into airsoft with something more exotic than just a AK, you're going to be spending money on that replica, and you're going to have to figure out mag pouches.
Absolutely.
It's just not a universal thing that now they make it. Someone makes it, but it's
you're
not
going to
be.
It.
Yeah, it's like the difference between buying like an M4 mag and like a PP Bison mag. Is exponential. Those mags are way more expensive. The mag pouches are more expensive. All of it.
Yeah. So it's.
This is we're providing an option for M4 or AK.
Yeah, a lot of starter blasters are going to be M4. So and a lot of the more common like plate carriers and mag pouches and stuff like that are going to be made for M4 mags. So that's just kind of what we're going with. But we also wanted to make sure that we had an AK option as well. So that's what that's doing on there.
Let's jump right into it with the full vest.
Let's do it. So the one that we put on here was the Yaketa Airsoft Tactical Vest. It's we've actually featured this in a video that we've done.
Yeah.
We use it. It's a piece of gear that we'll lend out to new players. And we always get good feedback on this.
It's like the go-to rig that we recommend.
It has a ton of pouches that it comes with. Just giving you a bunch of options right out the gate.
Yeah,
you can do whatever you want with it. It looks very good. It
comes in multiple camos and colors.
It's very comfortable. The material is very good. It's adjustable.
Pretty much any size that I've seen. Like
we've had a wide range.
We've had like
people
like small 13-year-olds borrow this, as well as like full-grown men.
Yeah.
So it's very versatile.
Ooh.
You get a combination of stuff with this. You get 3 mag pouches that can be used for AK or M4 on the front, as well as some radio or water bottle pouches, and then a little admin pouch with a spot for like a speed loader or a pistol.
It does not come with the knife.
Or a knife or something like that.
It doesn't come with any of the like mags or the radios or the knife. So
with the pouches.
Just the pouches.
But all this stuff is MOLLE. It secures down with Velcro and buckles, so it's very secure. It's not going to come undone.
All the materials very well made.
For airsoft. I mean, that's what we're talking about.
You owe me another soda, dude.
But yeah, this one only comes in at like $40, which is pretty good.
That's very good.
If you go any cheaper than this, you're going to start wishing you had bought something nicer.
For the amount that you get with this rig, it is a very good deal.
Yeah, and like I said, a bunch of different camo patterns.
Oh yeah. Oh, that green looks nice. Yeah. So for plate carriers, we found this. It's a somewhat. So the idea of the plate carrier, right, is it just being a little bit more low profile, like like this, right? It just takes up a small area, and it's mostly just to hold your mags, or whatever else you want on your person. The one that we have linked here, it is Tacticon. It's just a pretty standard size. It's
this might even be the one that James runs. It looks like it.
It looks very similar. It's got a cummerbund that has 3 mag pouches already on it. The idea with that is, starting out, well, we can talk about magazines and all that in a little
We'll
bit.
get
I
to
think.
that in a
Yeah, we'll get
minute.
to that. So, most of your plate carriers are going to come with 3 magazine pouches, right? If it has magazine pouches with it, or it comes with stuff, it's usually 3,
Pretty
2 or
standard.
3.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're gonna want more mags, or if you already have more magazines or something like that, or like, you know, whatever your situation is, you can get mag pouches.
Yeah.
But for the most part, not really
And
needed.
that's the cool thing about all this stuff. If you get like Molly
Yeah.
Molly vests, like this one that we're showing here, it does have Molly
Mhm.
loops on it for you to add mag pouches, for you to add whatever you want on top of
Yeah.
it. It's we're going for
Even on the sides and whatnot.
I guess I kind of we've been talking about things being versatile. The reason we picked these items, everything on this list is designed to be cheap at first,
Yeah.
but you can build on it later.
Absolutely.
So if you go, well, I don't want to spend $40 on one of these vests, I could spend $27 and get one of the like SWAT tactical vests that are already pre-made. You know, that's great if that's what you want to run, but that's what that's what you're running. Like, those things don't have any versatility. You can't change anything.
Yeah.
You can't move stuff around. You're stuck with exactly how it is.
Yeah.
But with these vests, a lot of them, even the ones that come with pouches, are going to be the bare bones skeleton you need to develop that further.
Yeah.
So let's say you're like, oh, like a couple years down the line, you're like, I want to go to this milsim event, but I need to carry more mags and I need to carry water and I got to figure out where to put my food and like a map and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Great. You have so much room to work with on that.
And I mean, even like thinking about it, when I bought my real steel rig, it was just the like, it didn't have this.
No.
It just had a spot for 2 mags and the cummerbund, and then everything else was Molly. And I added all this stuff. I added a backpack when we went to the milsim. I added this on the front to hold more magazines and to hold
37 glow sticks.
Yes, so many glow sticks, none of which I used.
I guess chem lights, but we don't have actual chem lights.
Yeah, they're just glow sticks.
So.
Anyway,
but
so yeah, like it is not uncommon for this to be the case. Yes, you can find deals with mag pouches and other pouches, admin pouches and whatnot. They're going to be a little bit more expensive.
Yeah. This
is a very good, looks very durable.
This is something you'll be able to build on later.
Yeah.
You'll have this for a while.
And it's not very expensive. Around the same.
This one's about $10 more. We're looking at like $49, $50, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
But again, it gets you onto the field. It gets you going.
Absolutely.
And you're ready to add to it as you can.
Yeah. Now, this next one that we have linked for the chest rig, is actually the pouch that I'm wearing right here. It is this exactly. I bought on Amazon. It is, and you'll see when you click on the link. It has 2 variants. It's the same thing. It's just whether it comes with the harness or not. It has a harness that you can attach to it that makes this a chest rig. 3 mag pouches, and then you've got the admin pouch in the front. It's got additional Molly, so you can put other stuff on it on the front if you want to, or you can just put patches on it. So like a couple pistol mag pouches you could put on there if you want to, if you're not running a belt. But I mean, it's very, very well built. I have not had any problems with this. The mag pouches are adjustable with the elastic. I have had to tighten them down a little bit, but other than that, very, very nice.
Very lightweight.
Very lightweight.
If you're like we have a friend who doesn't like to wear vests.
Yeah.
But he wants to carry more mags.
Yeah.
This is a great option. It's very light. It's not in the way.
And it still lets you, again, it gets you on the field. And not only do you have the benefit of having the additional magazines, but then you also can put, like, say you need a tool to adjust your hop up. You can put a tool in there to adjust
Right
your
in
hop
there.
up. Put a multi-tool in there.
Let's
you know?
say you're, at work for your remote job and you need to take a phone call. Your phone can go right in the
Yeah,
pocket.
absolutely.
Hey, oh yeah, I'm
Yeah. Oh, hey.
working on it.
Sorry. Yeah, that's just some construction.
That's the fax machine in the background.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm going through a tunnel.
Yeah. Right. And then you hang up and you go operate. So grenades, dude. If you got a friend who's like, hey, I got an extra grenade. You want it? Yeah. You got a spot right here.
Fantastic option. Only
Absolutely.
about $33.
It's very affordable
to get the pouch and harness together. It's like a bulk a combo pack. It
says M4 and M16 magazine pouches. I feel like I could fit, because these are real steel magazines in here right now, and they're loose.
Yeah,
I could probably fit an AK, and I could fit an Airsoft AK magazine in there. So, hey, maybe something to consider.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the last one, since it's
so our last option here is the AK chest rig.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite rig that I run with Airsoft. It's awesome. It's the
so
Lancer Tactical, the CAG Tora Bora AK chest rig, and basically all it is it's just 2 points that mount from the front and then crisscross behind you and hook in behind your back, and
then a strap
across your back, and you get 2 like admin pouches. You could probably put like binoculars or your radio.
Fill it with grenades.
I put grenades in there, and then it's got 4 double stacked AK mag pouches. So
or triple stacked M4 mag.
Yeah,
mag
you
pouches.
or you ran it for your G3 one time.
I did. I think you can fit 2 G3 mags in there.
Was it?
Yeah, I can fit 2. So I have a Flectarn chest rig that's very similar to that.
A double stack AK mag pouch will fit just about anything, other than like a saw box.
Yeah. Maybe it might fit a drum mag, depending.
Maybe. So
yeah. So
this one is only $40.
Yeah.
They make one in tan. You can get that.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the green. I'm a green boy all the way.
He's a green boy.
I love me some Ranger.
In this area, there's a lot of green too. So
it's a great option. But some of the other ones were compatible with AK mags. So you just kind of go with what you want. Obviously, there's other options out there, but these were our 4 top picks for the vests.
Yeah, and it really, that kind of stuff, it depends on what you want. Like, obviously, like we were saying, we have a friend who doesn't like wearing vests, so he runs the little chest rig, and it's great for him because he likes having the magazines, but doesn't want to have all the bulky stuff. I like wearing the plate carrier because it's very low profile, but it still offers chest protection, and it offers a spot for me to have magazines, and it has a spot for me to have admin pouches and whatnot, and put other stuff and just be modular in a way.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what you want to do, right? And you just have to think about it. Maybe it is a little bit of trial and error, but that's just kind of part of Airsoft.
And you'll find what you like. You'll figure out what's comfortable.
For sure. Dude, let's talk about blasters.
Let's do that.
Let's talk about blasters.
I love talking about
blasters.
So we mentioned earlier we're bringing you some options for M4 or AK. We have our top budget pick for the M4 side of things.
Mm-hmm.
We have recommended other blasters to our friends because we've known their budget is a little higher than this. So there are some better options if you can push a little more, but I would say I wouldn't go any cheaper than this if you go buy like $150 Airsoft blaster, you'll have that, right? And you can play with it. And there's some that are nice, that will do all right. But I'm talking like, what's the cheapest you can get while still being competitive on the field? And this is what we came up with. And that is the Lancer Tactical Gen 3, specifically because they have a million different models for each generation. We're talking about the M4 SOP mod, that kind of classic looking that like classic, I guess, like
It's
M16
got the carry
look. It's
handle
got
and
the
everything.
it's got like the rounded kind of. I guess
This
it's still
isn't
Picatinny.
this isn't the Block 2. This is
No.
like the M4A1.
Yeah. I guess that is what it would be. So the reason we picked this, right, is because the Gen 3s are super fun. The Gen 3s are a great
They're
budget option.
Very good.
They perform super well out of the
So well,
box. Some
for
of
no
them
reason.
even come with the quick change spring system, and they come with 2 springs. So you can get a higher power or a CQB spring.
Yeah.
I don't think this one comes with both. It didn't say, but maybe, I don't know. I don't remember seeing that anywhere. There's other versions you can get, but we wanted to recommend this one because at $214, you're getting the Gen 3, and
with
that
programmable MOSFET.
It comes with the Zion Arms programmable MOSFET.
See, I don't know if that means binary, does it? You think?
Yeah, it should. It should offer you, I think, 1 through 5 round burst, and then binary.
Insane.
Yeah, so you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 round burst, or you can have binary. Now,
Honestly,
obviously, check with your local field, see what's legal, but
that might be the next
3
upgrade.
round burst on this would be fun.
That might be the next upgrade for our M4s, dude.
I've been looking at getting it. It's a little tough to install because you have to open up the gearbox and replace certain gears because it uses a magnet system. But it might be worth it.
Might be fun.
But yeah, this is going to be great. It's going to do just about as good as any airsoft blaster, any AEG.
We have friends
still being pretty cheap.
Yeah, we've got friends that run this thing, and it hurts. I've been hit with it. It hurts.
It's a beast for sure.
Yeah. The AK selection that we have here, this is one that our friend Trey just got.
Yeah.
And it's a very solid AK.
It really is. We actually just released a review video for it a little while back. We'll drop that somewhere up there and then in the description if you're interested. It is not metal. There are metal components on it.
There are. A lot of it is polymer.
It's all polymer for the most part, with some faux wood furniture, which honestly is some of the best looking faux wood furniture I've ever seen.
It looks good.
It looks really
very
good.
convincing.
They have 2 versions, one with the wooden furniture and one with a folding stock.
That underfolder, dude. And if you could get the little like wood handle, like the Romanian.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, that would be fun. I think he's trying to get one of those eventually.
Yeah, he is.
So this one is a little bit more expensive, coming in at $140. Oh no, less because the other one was $214.
Yeah.
So this one's a little cheaper at $145. I don't know. I was thinking $245 for some reason.
There are AKs that are a little bit more expensive. Like my AK-74 was $190-ish, $195-ish.
And it is full
out of the
metal
box
with polymer furniture.
And out of the box, it was slapping. And I've done extra work to it to make it even better, but even better. But I mean, it absolutely demolished. But I've used this. I played a game with this. Yeah. It is a bit of a laser beam. Trey was having a good time using it.
SEMA does really good.
SEMA really, anything SEMA is gonna be at least reliable for the most part.
Yeah.
As far as our experience goes.
Honda, no, Lancer is the Honda Civic of airsoft.
Yeah, SEMA is like the Toyota,
the Corolla,
or what? I don't know. Yeah.
But
yeah,
those
like
those are both great options. And if you want to learn more about the specs, you can follow the links down in the description, or you can watch our review videos.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a review video for the Gen 3, but not the SOP mod.
I don't know if we have it.
Do we?
I don't think we do. I think we recorded it, but I don't know if we ever released it. We're not going to get too far into the magazines. We have some listed. Please go check them out. But there's not much more to say other than you kind of have two routes to go, right?
Right.
With AK or M4. You can buy a multi-pack or you can buy singles. And Corbin had a great point. You want to tell them about your idea between the different versions?
So as far as like high cap and mid cap,
Yeah.
so this is my idea, right? Is a lot of people on the field are going to tell you, oh, you need to start running mid caps. You need to run mid caps. Mid caps are the way to go. Oh, you don't have to wind your mags if you run mid caps. And that's absolutely true. There are so many pros to running mid caps. I think that a lot of the time it's like, I don't know how many to get. Like, okay, I bought 10. Do I run them all in one game?
Yeah.
Listen, a lot of these plate carriers that you're going to get are 3 mag pouches, right? The way to kind of figure this out, if you have no idea, if it's your first time playing, you have no idea how much ammo you're going to use. In my opinion, the thing to do is most blasters you're going to get, the AK comes with a high cap. The M4 that we have on there, it comes with a 130 round mid cap, right? So the high cap is around, I think I said 300.
Usually round about that much.
Usually around 300, right? We have friends that bought extra mags and fill them up and take them onto the field with them and don't even go through one. We have friends that buy extra mags and take them onto the field and
Just
go through
burn
all
through
of them, right? And then they get mags, they get mid caps for their rig, and they run a full combat loadout of 8.
I'm one of those people who,
Yeah.
if I'm going to take something out into the field, it's going to be a mid cap, even with my RPK, because that thing will dump a full mid cap in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will just load up with like 12.
Yeah,
and
that's
why just what I want to do because I enjoy the process of reloading. But I've also played for a lot longer, so I'm used to
doing that,
knowing how, like, I can guesstimate how much is left in my mag.
Yeah. So I am the same way. I enjoy reloading. So everything I run is mid caps. I have found are a little bit more reliable as far as feeding goes, especially if you put a little bit more money into it. But at the end of the day, you won't know how much ammo you're going to use until you play and until you experience it for the first time. So if you're wondering, if you're nervous about buying mags, you don't want to buy too much, but you don't want to buy too few. Honestly, I would say if you are nervous, start with 1, maybe 2 extra high caps on top of whatever comes with the blaster itself. And just run those and see if you burn through all your ammo in a game, then for the next time, you need an extra high cap or you need 2 extra high caps and you just have all that on you, right? Or maybe you do need 8 mid caps on you, right? Because a mid cap is usually, for M4, it's around 140.
Yeah, between 100 to 160 is going to be pretty much any M4 or AK like mid cap.
So again, you won't know until you play for the first time, but I feel like taking a lot of the stress out is just running those high caps, right?
Yeah. And
get an extra one, get 2.
They're cheap.
You can get them for,
I think it was like $16 or something.
Yeah. So, and
we, like I said, we have all these listed. So we have our recommendations for either of the blasters that we have recommended here. These are going to perform great. If you start getting into higher end stuff with higher firing rates and all sorts of, fancy stuff, you may find that these mags don't feed fast enough. But as far as even running the RPK with the 11.1, the mid caps do sometimes not keep up. But that thing shoots so fast. Any of our other blasters, it's pretty consistent, especially for starting out. So we've got on there a 10-pack of M4 mid caps from Elite Force and some Lancer Tactical high caps in singles if you guys are interested in that. And then for the AK, best offer we could find was a 5-pack of Lancer AK mid caps.
And these are the mid caps that we use for our AKs.
All this is stuff we use.
Yeah.
And then the AK high cap singles, we found a premium fake light. And for those of you who don't know, that's fake bake light high cap by SEMA. So if you get the SEMA blaster, it'll work because it's the same brand. So all these are going to be linked down below, and they're all fantastic options.
Oh, yeah. So you've got your mask, you got your face and eye protection, you've got your vest, you've got your blaster, you got your mags. What do you put in the mag?
Yeah.
Ammo. You put little BBs, little 6mm,
little 6mm
little
BBs.
plastic BBs.
Biodegradable,
preferably. Check your field, the field that you're going to. Check the rules.
Some people require it.
Some people do require it. Sometimes, if you can get away with not having biodegradable, be kind to the planet.
Be kind to this Earth. We only have one.
Yeah, and it doesn't like plastic BBs. So hey, biodegradable, please. We have a ammo that we use that we like. It's not the standard.
No.
It is.
But
a lot of people I don't think they know about it, but we've been using it for a few months and we are having great results.
Yeah. Yeah, we love this brand of BBs.
Yeah.
We're not sponsored or anything like that. We just really love these.
It's not much more affordable. It's not much cheaper than Elite Force or some of the higher.
It comes out to be around about the same price for most of the stuff. I think once you get into their higher bulk stuff, it's like it's a little cheaper.
It's a little cheaper, yeah.
But,
so and right now I'm running 2.5s for a lot of stuff. I think my M4 is really the only thing that I put 3.2s in.
Yeah.
And that's just because it can handle it. And I'm running an 11.1. Now, at the point that I run an 11.1 with the AK, I might.
If you're firing that fast.
I might upgrade the BB
just
depending on we
your
just have
range.
to see what it looks like, what it does.
But we
yeah.
we love this brand. We have them linked down below. Aim Green, they make exclusively biodegradable BBs. They seem to be like a smaller company that started up recently. And we love them. I haven't had any problems. They're
None
really
at all.
well finished. The polish and coating on your BBs will affect how accurate they are. If there's blemishes, it'll throw everything off. And if they're really cheap BBs, they can ruin your hop up and bucking. So we recommend these. Obviously, you can do some research for yourself if you want to find other options. If you buy something out of each category off of this list, the only thing else you need to consider is, and we didn't include this, is just like, don't wear flip-flops. Wear some old tennis shoes, maybe some boots. And for each blaster, make sure that you find if it does not come with a battery, if there's not a package deal to include the battery, just look and see what they recommend. And you can get batteries from a bunch of different companies. You do want to be careful that you're not overpowering your blaster or you'll ruin the gearbox really fast. So just go with the recommended.
A lot of the time in the specifications for the blaster, they will have a recommended battery type listed on there. And you can just copy and paste that into Amazon.
And search it.
And then you'll find something that works. A lot of the time, if you're on Amazon buying it, you'll see in the people also bought. And you'll see the battery that they recommend or whatever.
If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment or message us on Instagram. You can DM us. We're happy to answer questions. We love helping people. We love helping people get into airsoft.
Yeah.
We will answer questions all day long. If you're wanting to know more, we're here to help.
We are.
So
yeah.
Yeah. You got anything else to add?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm good to go. I feel
like this one was kind of a long episode. We shared a lot, but I feel like it was a lot of good info.
And we added the battery and everything. So yeah, I think we've pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching. As always, make sure to check back with us every Friday. And then twice a month for our other content.
Oh, what does it mean? You should go look.
Check us out on social media as well. We're all over Instagram, Reddit, and all that stuff. You can also find those links and the link to our merch store down in the description. So check that out. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. But most importantly,
go play airsoft.
Indeed.
Well, I think I might go take a nap. I'm kind of tired. It was a long episode.
Man, I'm gonna go play airsoft.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Thanks for inviting me.